Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first session in American English Live Series 15. We are so excited that each of you are here with us today. My name is Chris, and I'll be with you today along with my colleague behind the scenes, Elena, who will be the moderator, helping answer your questions and responding to your comments during the session. So let's begin today with these wonderful audience comments from our most recent webinar, Contextualizing English Instruction to Focus on Environmental Issues, with Susan Huss-Letterman and Danielle Scalafini. Bedros from Moldova says, I heard about environment footprint calculators for the first time and will use them with my students. Thank you for this great opportunity. Next up, we have Aman from Egypt. I found it beneficial because it offered multiple strategies to open students' eyes to sustainability, strategies that can be used with young ages. Thank you. Thank you, Aman. It's a great comment. Next up, we have Catherine from the Philippines. Catherine says, great session. I have found exciting and environment-based activities that will surely engage and motivate my students to be lovers of the environment. Wonderful, Catherine. We love to hear that. What a wonderful comment. So we love to see our teacher participants actively engaged in professional development. So please continue to share your thoughts about our webinars by offering feedback through our end of session quiz form or by emailing them to americanenglishwebinars@fhi360.org. We may feature one of your comments during the next series. So throughout Series 15, we will explore the themes of using music in the EFL classroom, project-based learning, and multi-level classrooms. We hope that you'll be able to use the practical ideas we'll share. Are you eagerly awaiting one of these sessions? Let us know in the chat now. So here's what to expect today. The session is about 60 minutes long. The presenter will present the material, and I, as your host, will ask questions and make comments too. But we really hope to hear from you, our audience, so that we can address your ideas and experiences. So please share your thoughts using the comments feature or chat box. When our session comes to a close, you will have an opportunity to receive a digital badge for your participation. At the end of the webinar, we'll share the link in the comments. Click on that link and complete a short quiz about today's session. You must answer 2 out of 3 multiple choice questions correctly. Once you have successfully passed the quiz, you can expect to get your badge via email within about a week. Before we begin, we want to make sure that you are aware of our free, self-paced, massive open online course, or MOOC, Teaching English to Young Learners. This course is designed to introduce you to the theory and practice of teaching English as a foreign language to young learners ages 3 to 10 years old. Course participants will learn techniques and approaches that are effective, fun, and engaging for children. Participants must register by September 26th, and the MOOC is open until October 3rd. Visit the link being shared in the chat and comments to learn more and enroll. So now let's begin today's webinar, Sing Out Loud Wordplay, Music Resources for English Language Teachers. Wordplay is an exciting collaboration between the U.S. Department of State's American English, American Music Abroad, and American Voices programs designed to bring music and lyrics into the English language classroom across the world. In this webinar, we'll explore this new resource, which includes downloadable audio tracks, videos, and classroom-ready activities. We will talk about the benefits of using music in the English language classroom, how to access these free materials, and how to use and adapt them for your own teaching context. These low prep activities are student-centered and fun for both students and teachers. And now we are pleased to introduce our presenter, Katrina J. Schmidt. Katrina received her master's degree in TESOL at the New School and has taught for over 12 years in universities in the United States, Colombia, Mexico, and China. She has served as U.S. Department of State's English Language Fellow in Mexico, and she is currently an English language specialist in Brazil. Katrina works at Loyola University in New Orleans in the Intensive English Language Program and as a consultant for FHI 360. Her interests include materials design, technology and education, and social justice. In her spare time, Katrina loves to travel, cook, and spend time with her husband. Welcome, Katrina. We're so happy to have you here today.
Thank you, Chris. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for this webinar, Sing Out Loud Wordplay, Music Resources for English Language Learners and Teachers. I'm happy to be with you here today to talk about a new project from American English in collaboration with American Music Abroad and American Voices. So in this session, we will discuss the benefits of music for language learning. We will learn about the Sing Out Loud project, and we will get ideas on how to use the English music materials from this project. And finally, we will explore the Sing Out Loud website and its contents. So first, let's start with a question. Can we brainstorm for a minute? Why is music important when learning a language? What do you think? Write your ideas here in the chat box.
Yeah, everybody, let us know what you think. Why is music important when learning a language? We'd love to hear your ideas. Please let us know. Well, yes, Katrina, we have someone say, people love music. Absolutely, Dillies. That's great. We have other people saying, yes, it's just very interesting. The rhythm is really important. Yeah, my students enjoy music. It keeps them engaged to acquire rhythm of the language. Music is part of culture. We've got vocabulary and rhyming. Lots of people just say music is fun. It has a great effect on the mind to boost the listening skills. All great ideas. Yeah, it's fun. Yes, lots of great ideas from people. We have Marky Antonio EF saying it's easy to recall concepts. And we have Angela, it makes more lively and helps in listening skills. Ooh, Jessica, I agree with you. Music is an international language. Great comments. We have other people saying to learn pronunciation. It can improve students' motivation. All wonderful comments, everybody. We have Nita saying it's a great tool for student engagement. Yes, Nita, Aftab Shah. Yeah, that's great. And Michael said it's easy to follow. Wonderful comments, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah, those are all really great ideas. I love using music in my classroom too. And we're going to talk about some of those ideas today. So first, let's talk about the benefits to using music in the classroom. It creates a fun atmosphere, like a lot of you mentioned. Whenever I tell my students that we're going to use a song in the classroom, they always get really excited. What about you guys? It provides a feeling of community in the classroom, and it incorporates students' generational culture. So our age is an aspect of culture, and sometimes students are in a different generation than us teachers. So when we play music that is popular for people the same age as our students, we're bridging that cultural divide. And finally, it reduces anxiety and increases motivation, like some of you all mentioned in the chat. I know my students are always very motivated to listen to music. What about yours?
Yeah, everybody, are your students motivated to learn through music? Yeah, Katrina, I'm getting lots of comments saying that just students love music. Students are really, really interested. A lot of the teachers here on the webinar seem to love music as well. Lots of great. Dilly's, to answer your question, says, yeah, they think so, absolutely, that it motivates their students, for sure. Allie said, absolutely, it will motivate my students, 100%, definitely. Great, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, definitely. And I love music too. So another language learning benefit is that music is an authentic resource. We talk a lot about that in teaching, using authentic resources. So we have real language when we listen to music. For example, the vocabulary that's used. We have chunks of language, we have slang. So chunks of language are just words that you commonly see used together. Pronunciation is a great thing to practice when using music in the classroom. Students can learn prosody, stress, intonation, and you can also highlight specific sounds or even connected speech. So one of the activities that I created for Wordplay was a pronunciation activity, highlighting the differences in the 3 different sounds that the final S makes in plural words. I'm sure some of you have taught that to your students before. And students have the opportunity to listen to the pronunciation, but then also classify the words into a table, organizing them within the 3 different distinct sounds. So as I said before, students are often a different generation to their teachers, depending on the age of your students. And we can use music to teach about culture. And it also gives us opportunities to talk about our students' culture and get to know them better. It can also introduce new topics to discuss and learn about. So, do you use music to teach culture in your classes?
Yeah, everybody, let us know in the chat box if you use music to teach culture in your classes. We'd love to hear. So I'm seeing some people saying, Gargi saying yes, yes for sure. One person said never or not yet. So, and then we have some sometimes or absolutelys and yes. So it sounds like we have like a range of teachers that have used music to teach culture. We have Ai-chan saying no, Asi Khan saying yes, expressing emotions as well. Thank you, Asi. That's a great comment for sure. So we've got lots of different teachers saying, you know, it's about 50-50, I'd say, Katrina, based on the comments that I'm seeing, you know, not yet, or I want to, or definitely, absolutely, sometimes. So looks like our teachers are all over the board, but that's great. Thank you, everybody, for your wonderful comments.
That's actually great if you haven't used culture or music to teach culture before, because maybe you can gain some new ideas later when you're looking at all of these new materials from American English. So, like I mentioned, Sing Out Loud Wordplay is a project of American English, American Music Abroad, and American Voices. And we're going to discuss that in a minute, but first, let's watch this short video.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Spoken English has a certain flow to it.
You gon' feel me.
What up, though?
Wanna.
We gone.
9 to 5.
Leap of faith.
From the heart. Express yourself.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh!
2, 3, 4.
Boom.
3, 4.
1.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Connecting with your audience is so important.
What we fill our minds with matters.
Using music to express yourself.
And connect with each other.
It's all right here.
It's the real me, and you won't feel me.
Yep. One.
All right. So this project was created with 13 bands and musicians from the United States. These musicians have allowed us to use their songs specifically for your English lessons. For each song, there's a wide range of materials. We're going to talk about them all today. There's audio that you can download. You can watch the band in their own music videos. There's also a karaoke type video, which shows the lyrics across the screen as you listen to the song. There are videos created by the musicians that are about 1 to 3 minutes long, and they discuss different topics. For example, the inspiration for writing their songs. And finally, there's worksheets with lesson plans to download and use. The Wordplay songs are different styles of music, from rock to pop to R&B. So, what's your favorite type of music? What is your students' favorite type of music? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, everybody, let us know what type of music is your favorite music or your students. I also want to say what a cool video we just watched, Katrina. That sounded great.
Yes.
So I'm seeing lots of people saying pop and rock, country songs, jazz, rock and roll. We have some hip hop and some classical. One person really loves the blues, country music, all kinds of great stuff. Yeah, K-pop and J-pop. Oh, great. We have someone saying that they love the video. That's great. It was a super cool video. One person says, I'm not sure what my favorite is, but my students love hip hop. We've got like pop and Latino. Yana Borodina says rock and alternative rock. Thank you, Yana. We have Ali saying my favorite is R&B. Someone says that they love soul music. That's great. I think the Sing Out Loud Wordplay, we've got a little bit of all that stuff, I believe, don't we, Katrina? These are wonderful comments. Thank you, everybody, for sharing your favorite type of music. That's great.
Thank you. And thank you, Chris. So all of the materials from Sing Out Loud are Creative Commons resources. These resources are copyright free. So this is great for teachers because it's free materials that we can print, download, and share without worrying about infringing on copyrights. I know as a teacher, it's expensive to buy books and time consuming to always create my own materials. So having access to easy to download free materials is always extremely helpful. Now let's get some ideas on how we can use these materials. These online materials include audios, videos, worksheets for each artist or band that are all nicely organized and easy to use. And these include a featured song, music video, lyrics only video, an audio file, video activities, lesson plans, a glossary, artist bios, snapshot activities, and a printable materials package. So have you used teaching resources from the American English website? I know I do all the time. So let us know in the chat and also tell us what's your favorite resource.
Yeah, everybody, let us know. Have you used any of the amazing free resources that American English website has? And what is your favorite resource book? This new Sing Out Loud is on the American English website. Oh, we have Adon, I agree. He's talking about Activate Games in the Monster Book. Yes, that is a great resource, Adon. And we have Gargi saying, yes, all the time. Someone's saying that they use the panels and perspectives that we have on our resource section. That's great. Thank you for sharing that. We've got other people saying that they've watched the American English YouTube channel. That's wonderful. Yeah, the American English website has lots of great free resources, everybody. Thank you, Yoko, giving us a nice comment saying, what an amazing material. Yes, Yoko, we think so too. Thank you so much. And we have Umay saying, absolutely, I've used the American English website and their resources. And his comment is having copyright-free materials is always a helpful way to get the materials for teaching purposes. Absolutely, Omar, for sure. And Yolanda Ramos is saying that she's excited and is going to start using the Sing Out Loud American Rhythms, which is a previous Sing Out Loud. So that's great, Yolanda. Now we have this new Sing Out Loud Wordplay. Lots of great comments, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. So we're going to tell you exactly where to find the materials. So this might look familiar to some of you. You can find the materials when you go to the American English page. So remember, that's americanenglish.state.gov. And you will click on resources. And you can see here at the arrow, really small, it says US Culture, Music, and Games. You want to click on that. And there you will find the link to Sing Out Loud Wordplay. It's that first resource you can see there on the slide. And here's where you're going to find all of the downloadable materials. So these include the worksheets and the audio recordings of the songs. You're going to click on Visit Website to go to the official Wordplay website. So like I said, you can download materials straight from American English, but if you want to visit the official website, you can find the link here, and you can find even more resources. You can see the link right there. And this is the Lyrics Project page. The lyricsproject.org is the URL for the site, and we'll give this to you in the chat later as well. So on the website, you can see the worksheets, and all the worksheets have lesson plans. You can find the audio that you can download. You can see music videos, karaoke videos, the musician-made videos, snapshots, and short 30-second videos. So we'll talk about those in a few minutes. So to find the different musicians and the materials, you want to scroll to the bottom of the Wordplay website, and you'll find the language packages for each artist. And here you can find the audio and the videos for the songs. For the audio, you can always listen online, or you can download it and save it later. Do you all listen to audio, or do you use video in your classes? Which do you prefer?
Yeah, everybody, let us know. Have you used audio or video in your classes? Because this website has got some great videos for you all to check out. Lots of great audios on the American English.state.gov email and website. There's the MP3s, and on the Lyrics Project, you can get all the video. So Katrina, I'm seeing lots of teachers saying that they use both of them, video and audio. We have Tamira Naz saying I use video. Veronica and Lauren are saying both. We have someone saying that they prefer to use video. So that's great. So Ali said videos are more interactive. Absolutely. So lots of great comments saying teachers are doing both video and audio. Some teachers, this is a good point, they use audio because of limited resources for visual, and they have to use their own mobile phone with speakers. Absolutely, yeah. Some teachers have perhaps limited resources to play videos. So yeah, that's why on the American English website, we just have the MP3 for you. And on the Lyrics Project, you can access all the videos. We have Adiba Naveed saying video in the classes. I think it gets the students listening to the audio great. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody, for your wonderful comments.
Yeah, I definitely use a mix. It depends on the activity that I'm doing, but I find that it's always really important for me to download things and bring it to the classroom because sometimes the internet doesn't work. I know 2 days ago at my school, the internet stopped working. So you always have to prepare. All right, so talking about videos, here's one video from one of our featured musicians. This band is called Sub Radio. So let's take a look at this video.
Long night, caught up in the details. Text, calls, and emails from my broken friends. Long time since I thought I could fix them. And everything is mixed up and it never ends. Ooh, call up everyone I know and tell them I love them and their problems. Hey, are we all as lonely as we say? Is a phone call all it takes? Why don't you tell me what you want? 9 to 5 in a nightmare. We're not scared. We're bigger than the fear. Run away with me somewhere or anywhere. I'll tell you what you wanna hear. What you want, what you want, what you want. I'll tell you what you wanna hear.
What a cool song, Katrina. I love that song. It reminds me of, back in the 90s are back. This is super cool.
Yes, definitely. I especially like that song. So we're going to listen to it, a little section of it again to show you what our karaoke videos look like. So let's take a look at that.
Wordplay.
Long night, caught up in the details. Text, calls, and emails from my broken friends. Long time since I thought I could fix them. And everything is mixed up and it never ends. Ooh, call up everyone I know and tell them I love them and their problems. Hey, are we all as lonely as we say? Is a phone call all it takes?
Were any of you singing along? So you can see we have two different options of videos depending on what you want to do in your classroom. But what do you think the genre or the style of music is? Sub Radio, the band we just listened to. And would your students like this song?
I know I like this song. I definitely was singing along, Katrina, for sure. So yeah, everybody let us know what, Jelma was also singing along. Yeah, super energetic indeed, for sure. So yeah, what type of music would you categorize this as? What genre was this song? And do you think your students would like this song? I'm seeing lots of comments of saying that they think it's pop music. Angela says she feels like dancing right now. Richard saying definitely students will love it for sure. One comment was they thought maybe it was a little too fast for beginner English language learners. Absolutely, I could understand that. But yeah, everyone kind of seems to think it's pop music, and they think that that their students would love it for sure. So yeah, lots of great comments. We have another person saying that the karaoke video is great. It's an amazing way to learn English, and students love listening to music and to do karaoke. We have Izel saying it's so positive and energetic. My students would definitely love it. Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Izel. That's a great comments. I think all our students will love it. So yes, thank you everybody for your wonderful comments.
Yeah, and Angela, go ahead and dance. It's okay. I think this song is super energetic, like a lot of you mentioned. I might even play this song when students are coming into my classroom to get them awake. So you can see the worksheets here on this site as well. And you have two different options. You can choose to download all of the worksheet materials. As you see here with this arrow, it says download full lesson package. Or you can scroll to the bottom on the artist page. You can find the individual worksheet activities. So maybe you just want to use one of the worksheets. You can do that. Just download one. And here's an example of one of the worksheets. They all have lesson plans and it has step-by-step instructions that are easy to follow. Of course, these are just suggestions. You can change or adapt the materials to fit your students. And because we often have to adapt materials, we also have suggestions for different levels of the activity. At the end of the materials, often you'll find ideas on how to differentiate the activity or make it simpler or more challenging. And we also often include tips on how to use these materials in an online class. So if you're teaching online, you might need to change it a little bit. And on the site, you can view the word definitions under Glossary on the website directly, or you can download the worksheet. So whatever you choose. Another great resource are the videos where the musicians created them directly to talk to your students. And these videos are about 1 to 3 minutes long. And the artists discuss different topics like the inspiration for writing their song, the songwriting process, the meaning of words or phrases in the song. You can see different examples here on this slide. And we also create lessons based on these musician videos too. So let's look at these questions from a worksheet about the video created by Tamara Jade from Black Alley. She talks about the song lyrics from Be Me, her song. And the lyrics are, you're gonna feel me, you're gonna feel me. So take a minute to read these questions and we'll watch the video. The objective of this activity is to highlight the pronunciation of the word going to, as many people commonly say it. Also, you're gonna feel me is slang. Read the questions from the worksheet that are here on the slide, and then we'll watch it.
It's time for Wordplay. Wordplay.
Hi, my name is Tamara Jade, and I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm excited to join you for Wordplay to talk about a line from our song, Better. It goes like this. We gon' be all right. If I were to write that line down, it would be a little different. It would be, we are going to be all right. In a lot of urban cultures, we sometimes use ebonics or slang where we speak quickly and often merge words together. So instead of saying we are going to, we sometimes say we are gonna or we gon'. The great part about music is that you can change language around to fit the melody and make it easier for people to sing along. Singing, we gon' be all right is much easier than we are going to be all right. Again, my name is Tamara Jade. Thank you for being a part of Wordplay. Peace. Play.
So can you answer question 1 and 2 in the chat?
Yeah, everybody, what a cool video from Black Alley's Tamara Jade. So yeah, what do you think? What does "we gonna be all right" mean? And why do you think Tamara and Black Alley chose to sing the words "we gonna be all right" like this? Let's see what everybody's saying. But yeah, there's a few more comments saying people love the music. They use the music as a warm up too, Katrina, which is great at the beginning of class. So yeah, Lucy's saying we are going to be all right. Sue, we are going to be all right. Yeah, let us know, why do you think she chose that? Anybody? Someone's saying like connection or connected speech. That's a great comment. Absolutely, for sure. Babacar just says, we are going to be all right. It's easier to say and maybe more natural for some people. Mina Miller saying it's a good idea to take one song of a typical singer as an audio exercise and then do a video about the same singer. That's a great comment. And Robin E. Lane says, we are going to be. She's using paraphrasing that students hear in everyday life. Absolutely, Robin. Great comment. Thank you so much. So yeah, lots of wonderful comments. Everyone really just loves the music. Very good listening. Yeah, it makes it easier. So thank you so much, everybody, for all your wonderful comments.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of you mentioned the answers. So number 1 would be, we are going to be all right. And she chose to sing the words like that just because it's easier. It's easier to sing that. We gonna be all right, then we are going to be all right. And a lot of you said it's connected speech, which yes, definitely. So on the site, we also have 30-second videos, and they come along with some short classroom activities. So these are called snapshots, and you can see these on the artist page as well at the very bottom. And we're going to take a look at one of those activities. So they're super low prep. You don't need to do much to do this activity with your students. You can see the instructions say the teacher writes 3 to 5 of the prompts from snapshots videos on the board. For example, my favorite animal is, or my favorite exercise is. And then let's take a look at the video that goes along with this exercise. So let's play this video and we'll see.
My favorite form of exercise is playing the drums. It's very stress relieving. I get to use all 4 of my limbs at one time, as well as exercise my brain. I sweat a lot, and I'm pretty good at it.
So you can see here that the video is very short, which can be good for some beginner students. And yeah, I see some of your answers in the chat, definitely. And so these videos go along with the short activity. Okay, it's very quick and easy to do. What do you think, Chris? What levels would this video work for?
Yeah, it was a great video. I think it's really, we could use it for all levels, to be honest. You could use it for a range. I think that's what's a great thing about this new material, the Sing Out Loud Wordplay. These short 30-second videos, students can relate to them. You can do listening practice. I am seeing some comments. People are saying that the audio is difficult to hear. So we apologize about that. So just go ahead, and when you go to the website, you'll be able to hear it much better, much more clear. But absolutely, you can differentiate these snapshot activities from learners from intermediate to advanced to beginner. It's a great thing for like all levels, really. As one of our comments, Helen is saying, yes, it's very good to practice your favorite thing or to talk about the reason, how it fits. So yeah, I agree with Helen. So all over the place. And Dr. M says for beginners, it will be quite easy. But yes, and I think for all levels, it'd be useful. So what a great resource.
Yes, definitely. And it's short, so you can repeat it and play it again multiple times, especially for those beginner students. So let's see some ways that we can use these materials in the classroom. So these worksheets include many different types of activities for different levels, just like we talked about. And you can use these worksheets to teach all the skills: vocabulary, speaking, listening, writing, grammar, and pronunciation. So have you used music in your English classes before? A lot of you said yes earlier. What topics have you taught using music?
Yeah, everybody, let us know. Lots of you earlier said that you have used music in your classroom before. So we're curious about how you use music in the classroom and what topics you taught using music in the classroom. So Katrina, we have some people saying phonics and pronunciation, listening comprehension, perhaps focusing on a specific grammar point. Yeah, lots of teachers saying using music to focus on grammar, connected speeches, using it for greetings. Conchita says, yes, I've used it, but mainly for vocabulary. Lots of phonics, lots of listening, teaching prepositions, English for Kids VE. Yeah, Christina, to evoke their dreams or to inspire them. We've got another one saying they're using music to teach about culture. That's great. So all over, it sounds like all the 4 skills and reading, listening, speaking, grammar points, pronunciation. Great comments, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, we have one more comment: to motivate students. Yeah, lots of teachers are saying to motivate students. Absolutely. And lots of teachers agree you can play music as a warm-up at the beginning of class too. What a great idea. Thank you.
Yeah, those are all great ideas. I'm going to use some of those in my classes. So we're going to take a look at some of the activities directly from the site. This is a worksheet, and you can see this is a lyric scramble. So it has irregular past tense. It's a lyrics gap activity. And the song is from Sub Radio, the song that we just listened to. You can see at the top, it tells you what the activity is and the lesson plan. And so this activity is to practice irregular past tense verbs and fill in the blank with a verb from the song. So you have to listen and fill in a past tense verb. And you can see the summary. It has the instructions. So you can always go through the materials and see, would I like to use this with my students? You can look at the summary and just quickly see what it's all about. So Chris, have you used music to teach past tense irregular verbs before?
Yeah, actually I have. And the lyric scramble is like a great activity to do with students. Usually I've given them, just the present tense of the verb, and then maybe I would write the past tense of the irregular verb on the whiteboard or on the chalkboard, and then we'd listen to the song. And so whether it was doing a lyric scramble, some kind of fill in the blank, or some kind of using movements, maybe having the students raise their hand when they hear that irregular past tense verb. But yeah, I love the lyric scramble activity for sure. So it's a great activity to teach irregular past tense verbs.
Yes, definitely. So let's try a few lines of this lyric scap activity. So we're going to listen to the song lyrics and write down the past tense verbs you hear to fill in the missing words. So you can check out the lyrics on the slide here and then write down the missing words that you hear.
All night, caught up in the details. Text, calls, and emails from my broken friends. Long time since I thought I could fix them. And everything is mixed up and it never ends.
Great. Should we listen to it one more time?
All night, caught up in the details. Text, calls, and emails from my broken friends. Long time since I thought I could fix them. And everything is mixed up and it never ends.
Okay, great. And this is one of the activities, just a short part from one of the worksheets. So long night, caught, a lot of you said. Text, calls, and emails from my broken friends. Long time since I thought I could fix him. Now everything is mixed up. Very good.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea that we played it twice. Some teachers are commenting that it was a little fast. So yeah, you'll have to play the song, even play it more than a couple times, absolutely. But it looks like everybody got all of the fill in the blank. What was it, Katrina? Was it caught up, thought, and mixed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like everyone got it. Great job, everybody.
Yeah, and as you can see, we have two different irregular verbs and then one regular past tense verb. So this is a great practice for students who are learning the past tense. I like to use music to teach grammar, especially when it's a new grammar point for students. So, like some of you said, it's kind of fast. So what adaptations could you do to make this activity a little less challenging? What do you think? How could we change this or adapt it?
Yeah, everybody, let us know what types of changes or adaptations to suit your students' needs would you make to make this activity less challenging. Let's see, let us know in the chat box. We have Jolma saying for lower level students, we could provide the options to make it easier for students to fill in the gap. Yeah, that's a great idea, Jolma, to make it less challenging for students, kind of like a multiple choice. Here's another good idea from Tamara saying to give the first letter of the missing word. Absolutely. I really like that idea. It's a great idea for sure. Maybe having like a word bank off to the side too, that students could do. That's and if possible, maybe to slow down the speed of the song, or even providing the students to lyrics as well. We also have some teachers saying to repeat, or Ami's asking Katrina, for these worksheets, are there any answer keys provided for these worksheets so the teachers know what the song is? Do you know about that? Did you create the answer keys for some of these?
Yes, and you'll see that one on the next slide here.
Great. And lots of people are saying, giving the students options, giving the first learn. So lots of great ideas. But yeah, lots of people are, maybe to slow down the song too. So that's great.
Yeah, those are all great ideas. And so you can see on the worksheet for this activity, at the bottom of the worksheet, we suggest giving students the present tense form of the word. So perhaps in a word bank, like many of you mentioned, to scaffold the activity. Also, like very low level students, you could also just give them the past tense of the words. However you think would work for your students. And like you asked, here is the answer key. So for some of the activities like discussion questions, there could be many answers, so there wouldn't be an answer key. But for something like a lyrics gap activity, there are answer keys underneath the lesson plans. So it's on the paper just for the teachers. So not the students, so the teachers can see the answer keys. So what language skills would you use when you're doing this activity?
Yeah, everybody, let us know, what type of language skills would you use when you're doing this lyrics scramble activity? So language skills, someone saying all four skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Listening, of course, lots of teachers are saying listening. We do have a few questions, Katrina, about what if you have a large class? How would you do an activity with this in a large class?
Well, one thing I would do is I would ask students to first do it independently and then check their answers in small groups. So I like to put my students into small groups, and that would work in a large class or a small class. You could have different groups check their answers with each other before you give them the answers.
That's great. Yeah, and lots of other teachers are saying that they would use this, definitely for listening. We've got one idea from Angela saying like they would use it maybe for like a spelling bee for the lyrics scramble. That's a great idea. But yeah, lots of the four skills, integrated skills, definitely listening and using it for grammar. So wonderful comments, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you all. So let's take a look at some other materials. This is just a pre-listening question. So the song from Sub Radio focused on friends and friendship. So all of these discussion questions are based on the theme of friendship. And you could cut up these questions, you could shuffle them and give one to each student, or you could put them into small groups, especially if you have a large class. Each group member could choose pieces of paper, read the question to the group, and answer the questions. Here's an interesting activity. So here we ask students to find a new musician, and then they'll just fill this chart out with the musician's information. That you could do a lot of things like with this. You could have students do a presentation. You could have students share their answers in groups, many different things. So this is a lesson plan for a simile activity, and it's based off of a musician video where the musician is describing what a simile is. And the song from this particular band has a lot of similes. So that's why we created this activity. It goes along well with the song. So we're going to watch the video very quickly. And I want you to listen and try to hear what is the definition of a simile from the video. Oh, And sorry, guys, I thought there was a video. There's not, but when you look at the activity online, you'll see a video goes along with it. So Chris, do you know what a simile is?
Yeah, of course. It's a figure of speech comparing one thing to another using the words like or and. Let's see if I can give you an example, like brave as a lion or crazy like a fox, something like that.
Yeah, definitely. And this worksheet goes on to describe that. And some of the examples are her eyes are as bright as the sun. And students then need to find similes in the song. So after students do that, they can create their own similes. So very quickly, let's just look at these questions and write one simile. Finish these sentences. So my mouth is as dry as what? Finish the sentence. Last night I ate dinner like.
Ooh, answers are already coming in. My mouth is as dry as a desert. That's great. Or last night I ate dinner like a pig. Ooh, great. And then for the third one, I swim like a fish. Great answers. I've seen lots of my mouth is dry as a desert, or yeah, lots of great answers, everybody. Thank you so much. People are already giving their own examples of similes too. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes, definitely. So you can see there are so many different types of activities that you can do. And you'll see all of them for the 13 artists when you go to the American English website or the Lyrics Project website. So thank you. And I hope you enjoyed learning about wordplay with me today. And I would like you to reflect on what we discussed today. So just think about what type of sing out loud material would you like to use in your classroom? What type of wordplay material would you use? And remember, you can find the materials and the audio on the americanenglish.state.gov website under resources. But if you would also like to access all of the videos as well, you can find the complete set of materials on the website, thelyricsproject.org. So after this webinar, I invite you to visit the website and check out all of the materials and videos to see what you would like to use in your classroom. So thank you so much for joining me, and I really enjoyed talking to you about one of my favorite topics, teaching English with music.
Thank you, Katrina. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing about this awesome, new, and free resource that that teachers can use, Sing Out Loud Wordplay, to bring music into the English language classroom. We'd also like to thank you, our audience, for your engagement and participation today. Please continue to share your ideas through social media or with your viewing groups after the session ends.